What's going on, YouTube? We are fresh off the Ryan Garcia Devin Haney fight. I'm still minutes away from ending my live commentary video. I am shocked. I had to really think, and I'm sure there's more fights, but I had to really think out of the 10 years that I've been on YouTube doing this thing. There are two upsets that I could remember that had me so shocked because not only were the fights upsets, but it's like the domination, the way that the favorite lost. And I could think of Anthony Joshua against Andy Ruiz, which is a fight that I actually attended, and the Adrian Broner Marcus Maidana. This is one of the earliest videos that I did on this channel. A video that I remember breaking down, a video that I thought Adrian Broner was going to win, and I thought it was a showcase fight for him at the time. And this fight here is right there with it. This is a fight that I did a breakdown. Thought Haney was going to win the fight. I just thought that what he's done in his career, his resume, took the better challenges and improved. Looked like he improved up to this point. Whereas Ryan, yes, very explosive and powerful. I just thought he was pretty much a one-trick pony for the most part. And even in a fight here, he still was. It's just that Devin Haney, for whatever reason, couldn't get away from the left hook. Devin Haney lost this fight, I believe, by majority of decision. I think two gave it clear for Ryan, and one judge made it a draw. I know Chris Mannix unofficially had it a draw, 112 to 112. And I think the reasoning behind that is because a lot of the rounds where Ryan didn't hurt and drop Devin Haney, he probably scored it for Devin Haney. Now I had stopped scoring it. If you guys were here live, I had stopped scoring it by the seventh round. I think all of the drama in the seventh round totally threw me off. The way the fight started, from what I remember here, the first round was a clear Ryan Garcia round. He hurt Devin Haney with a left hook twice, almost knocking him down. Okay? So Haney was hurt as early as the first round. But in that round, Ryan took a step back and started fighting on the back foot. Now, at that time, I was thinking like maybe he doesn't want to punch himself out, but I felt like he had Haney hurt enough to try to finish him off as early the first round. I'm assuming he didn't want to burn himself out, but he did what he did, but he secured the round. The second round, Haney started looking like himself, but Ryan was being less aggressive. So Ryan would be on his back foot and he was circling the ring while Haney was starting to land jabs and landed some good right hands. And this continued for the next few rounds, from the third, fourth. I think I might have given Ryan the fifth round. I can't remember. But I think up into somewhere between the first and the sixth rounds, I might have given Ryan one additional round. But the first was a clear Ryan round. Now, Ryan, at this point during those rounds, Haney was just doing a better boxing. He had hurt Ryan, I believe, in the third round. He landed a lead left hook that rocked Ryan. But outside of that, it seemed like Haney was just in control, mostly with his jab. Then the seventh round come, and this is where everything gets crazy because Ryan hurt Devin Haney bad and drops him. And it doesn't even look like Haney was going to be able to get up. He hurts Haney. He gets up. Haney is trying to hold on to Ryan, where it appears like Ryan is trying to stop the fight. During that hold, and I have to go back and watch because I this is what people in the commentary or even in the comments was letting me know. There was a point where Haney and Ryan was tied up, and Harvey Dock, the referee, who's usually fair, right? He's one of my favorite refs, was separating them, and Ryan, I guess, hit him while on a break, and Harvey Dock took a point. Okay, when the fight continued, Haney was still hurt. So Ryan was still in attack mode and Haney kept falling while holding. Two times he fell. Now, I have to rewatch the fight, but I believe the first time he fell, I think Ryan landed a punch and should have been a knockdown. Again, I'll rewatch it. I might have missed it. I think his back was towards the camera. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But I do remember Devin Haney falling two more times, and Harvey did not count either time. So what happens is that this round ends up being a 9-8 round because even though Haney got knocked down, Ryan had a point taken. So it would have been a 10-8 round, but it's a 9-8 round for Ryan because there was a point taken. All right? Even with the knockdown. So now we go into the 8th round, and Haney doesn't look very fully recovered in the 8th round. So he comes out, Ryan comes at him. You know, Haney is trying to hold on for a little bit. But after the first 30 seconds or so, 40 seconds, Ryan starts to fight on his back foot again. And even though Devin hasn't fully recovered, he's fighting back. He's being active. Whereas Ryan is going back to using the ring and stuff. And this is where, at this point of the fight, and even in the 7th round, I'm asking the viewers, Ryan can clearly hurt Haney at any time. Whenever he's aggressive, it's not like the Tank fight. You know, maybe he's overthinking. Maybe he's thinking about what happened with Tank. I don't know. But all I know is that he's has opportunities to hurt Haney, and Haney wasn't recovered. And while you fighting, you're letting him get a pass when he's not hurt. You can end him, right? So the 8th round is one of those rounds where Haney's not fully recovered. Yes, Ryan started out fast, but he took his foot off the gas. And Haney is the one that's coming forward and being more active. 9th round, again, this is the round where Haney is starting to recover a little bit. So now he's looking better. So in the 9th round, he's being more active. He's coming forward. He's going back to doing his jab. He's landing some good clean shots, so I have to give him a round. I can't remember. I think the 10th round. Okay, the 10th round is where Ryan knocks him down again and has him badly hurt again. And I believe this was early in the round. I might be confused because there's a knockdown in the 10th and 11th rounds for Ryan. Both times he knocks down Devin Haney. And even though Haney is holding, I feel like Ryan has proven that he can hurt Haney at any given time. And he doesn't. And I'm like, is he just trying to embarrass him and just toy with him? Or does he feel bad for him? People think that, people in the comments think that maybe he was tired and he was gassed himself. I don't believe so. Because every time he had Haney hurt, he didn't do enough to finish him off. And I think that he could have done it. So the 10th and 11th round, Haney is not only hurt, but even when Ryan backs off and starts using a ring again, Haney is not even to a point where he can fight. Like every time he throws, it's done. Like he has nothing left. So the 12th round comes, and at this point, Ryan is just using the ring, toying, trolling him, dancing, sticking his tongues out, just embarrassing him at this point. And we go to a decision. Ryan clearly won the fight. I don't even think, like I said, I stopped scoring it after the 7th round. I'm just watching it because at that point, I realized that I was just waiting on Haney to get stopped. Whether I'm rooting for him or not, it didn't even matter at that point. I was just like, at this point, it's clear to me that no matter what Haney does in this fight, Ryan can hurt him at any given time. And that's what he did. But he didn't stop him. I think he could have stopped him. I give Haney credit because he showed a lot of heart. He still came forward. Even though he didn't have anything left. He had nothing on those punches left. He still came to fight. He came forward and he got up continuously. I think maybe the second and third knockdown, there was a knockdown in there where I swear this kid was not getting up, and he got up. I mean, he kept going for it, but to me, I think the fight was only competitive because Ryan chose not to fight. Like after the first half of the fight, the sixth round, after that, it was all Ryan. Haney got clipped with two left hooks early in the first round, but it was Ryan that backed away, where he could have pushed even harder. Um, Devin Haney to me seemed like he was in control. He started making Ryan miss after the first round with the left hook. He seemed like he had things under control. But once Ryan connected again in that seventh round, the fight just never was the same for Haney. He was never fully in control, and he was never fully recovered. You know, we have a lot to discuss about the fight overall. What does this mean? Because even the people that's been critical on Haney for years, people that thought he was always chinny, people that thought he was overrated, he still did what he did against these other fighters, you know? And even if you don't think Loma beat him, no one made Haney look like this. No one, or even close to it. No one. Um, he is still a champion because Ryan came in at 143, over 143. And the fight could have been canceled. But Ryan agreed to pay him the 1.5 million, which was 500K each pound. So Ryan was overweight and he was comfortable going into the fight. I know people are going to be talking about weight. It could be a factor. But it doesn't really matter when you agreed and took 1.5 million because Ryan came in overweight. You took the money. At the end of the day, it's like I said with Shakur, as far as his injury. If you can't fight at your 100%, pull out of the fight. Reschedule the fight. Injuries happen all the time. I said this about Better BF. He gets injured before every fight. Hopefully he doesn't get injured with this fight coming up because it's such a big fight. But if he does, you don't want to go into a fight with someone that good not being 100%. And just like I said with Haney, you agreed to taking a 1.5 million. No, Ryan is not a champion right now with that win, but you got beaten and bad and embarrassed at times because Ryan just toying with you. It's not the end of the world. People take losses. People bounce back. But it seems like Ryan has Devin Haney's number. I said this about Vernon Forrest and Shane Mosley. Some people, no matter where you go and where you are in your pro career, no matter who you beat in your pro career, this is just one of those few examples where I've beaten you in the amateurs and I could still beat you as a pro. We don't care who you beat. And Ryan has not looked that great. He looks like he's one-dimensional. Even with him being one-dimensional, which I still think he is, it was still enough to beat Devin Haney. And I believe that he could have stopped Devin Haney. I have to be honest. All right, so again, we'll talk more about this fight. Devin Haney is still the WBC champ. Ryan said he's cool with doing a rematch. Devin Haney says he wants a rematch. I don't know if that actually happens. They're all fired up for the fight, the outcome of the fight. Ryan says anything after the fight. I don't believe there's a rematch. I think Ryan is going to do what he wants to do, even more so. I don't know what the pay-per-view numbers is going to look like. We all got to wait and see to all of that stuff. But crazy win. Again, I'm sure there's more moments, but the two fights that come off the top of my head that I remember is Broner against Maidana, where he was just getting knocked around the ring for 12 rounds. Joshua against Andy Ruiz, where, AJ got stopped. And now this. This was crazy. Big upset. Luckily for me, I hedged Ryan by KO. I mean, no, wait. Oh yeah, I said this. I lost because I read I hedged it Ryan by KO. I didn't hedge it. What am I thinking? I'm thinking a KO happened and it didn't happen. I hedged Ryan by KO and Haney. Um, actually, I think I bet. What did I bet? Rounds 10 to 12 for Haney. Yeah. So I lost. I lost everything. All right. So anyway, um, yeah, subscribe to the channel, man. I know I'm gonna get killed, but I'm okay with it. It's all good. But we have a lot to talk about this week. We're definitely gonna go live. We'll talk more about this win. And I'm trying to get all my thoughts out there right now, and I think I have. But we'll talk later about it. I want to see your responses, your comments, your reactions. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good night. Peace.